Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the project I have to share with you. It's this really simple little gift bag, as you can see, and it closes just with a magnetic closure like that. And this one is Sweet Sorbet, and the paper here is Sunny Days. Now this is actually a freebie during celebration, this paper. So during celebration, for every qualifying purchase, you can choose a free item from the celebration catalogue, and this is one of the items I chose. So let me set that aside. I'm going to do a slightly different colourway this time. We're going to start off with Pool Party. So I've got a piece of paper here that measures 10.5 inches by 8 inches. And we are going to score on the long side at 3 inches, 5 inches, 8 inches and 10 inches. And then we're going to turn it to the short side and we're going to score at 2 inches and 6 inches. Okay, so now we can take our scoreboard and set that aside, and now we're just going to fold on all of our score lines. So let's do that. Okay, so there we have it. So now in the landscape mode like this, with your 1/2 inch score tab to the right hand side, we're going to do some cutting. So you're going to cut up the score line to the score line like that, and then you're going to cut it off at an angle, miter it just like that. Okay, and then for these tabs you're going to cut again up the score line to the score line, to that first score line you want to go. So you can release all 4 tabs, and then we're going to miter each of these tabs. So that means we're just going to cut off at a little angle, just like that. We're going to do that for both sides of the tabs and for all 4 of these tabs here. So let's get on and do this one. So I should say, if you're interested in this project, all the measurements, the supply list and everything is on the blog post on my website, and you should be able to find the link to that in the description box below. You find the link to my blog, and then if you just search for bag, you will get all the bags I've ever made, and you'll see there's a huge variety, but this one should be at the top. Okay, so we've got that. So we've got our flappy bits with our score, with our 1/2 inch score to the right. We're going to turn it round, so now the 1/2 inch score is to the left. The first thing we're going to do is cut off on this 1/2 inch score line. We're going to cut along the score line to the score line as before and cut off at an angle. So you should be left with a little tab that looks like that. Now we're going to have to cut off some of this top bit here, and I'm going to show you how to work it out if you're unsure. Your seam will always be to the back. So my seam here is to the back. So this bit's going to flap over. So now I'm going to cut all of these 3 tabs away. So you can use your trimmer to do this, or you can just use a scissors with a nice long blade. Makes this much easier to do. So cut off that whole piece. Like that, and that's what you should be left with. Okay, really simple and easy to do. So I'm just going to get rid of all of my bits here. Okay, so now I have this out, I'm going to start to put our designer series paper down. So first I want to do is I want to round the corners of this bag. So I'm just going to do that quickly here, around the corners, like that. Now the designer series paper is the same paper but a different pattern. I've got this sweet sorbet pattern here. Okay, and I'm just going to stick this down with some Tombow. So these are going to go in the bigger rectangles, just like that. Just like that. Okay, you can see it coming together. Now I have two pieces for the lid. Just make sure you get the right orientation. So I want to also round the edges, corners of these two pieces. So I'm going to do that. So now it'll fit perfectly. Okay. Just like that, and then we want to do the same for the inside here. So go around the edges at the top this time, and then goodly amount of Tombow, stick this down. There we go. Okay, so back to this side. I'm going to put some Tombow, don't need that anymore, on this little 1/2 inch tab here. And then just going to fold this over, bring both sides to meet each other and give it a good press. Okay, so we know that this is our back. You can see the seam with it facing towards me. So we're going to fold in our sides. Well, I think I'm going to fold in our sides, and then our base. Here's our back base. And then we're going to put some glue on the front as well. Obviously, last piece. And that's going to go down like that. And then you are just going to use, I tend to use my bone folder because it has a nice flat edge, whoops, and just go in there and give it a really good press down. Okay, so that's the basis of our bag. Let's do some stamping. Change my mind, let's finish making our bag. I've got two magnets here. These are neodyme earth magnets, very slim. So now to close our bag, as you can see it looks like a box at the moment, but we want to make a bag, so we're going to push these inside pieces in, and you want the front and the back to meet just like that, and then this will come over. Now on the side you'll see it naturally wants to curve, and you're just going to go in and help that curve, and you're going to make the bag. So now I'm going to stick magnets down with some glue dots. So I'm going to get my glue dots if I can see them. I'm going to put it roughly in the middle there. You could hide this if you want underneath the paper, but I've chosen not to here. Then I'm going to take my other magnet and I'm going to put it on top, and I'm going to make sure that it's in the right orientation. You automatically want to go to the right orientation, so don't be worried about that. I think I've got a couple of glue dots left on this and then it's finished. So I'm just going to use one there, and one there, and then I think I'm going to need some new glue dots, so let me open up our glue dots and find them. Eek. Okay, sticking to me, fold it over, keeping everything as straight as you can, give it a good press down, and then go in and press it in, and that's your closure done. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the box, put that away, and now we're going to do some stamping. So scrap piece of basic white cardstock, and we're going to stamp in Sweet Sorbet ink using Notes of Nature, Thanks for Making Me Smile. So let's stamp down. Lovely. Okay, whoops. Find my trimmer, and we're just going to cut this out using our trimmer. Just going to cut out, take out the bulk, and then just going to cut with my trimmer. I don't want it to be too, I want to cut quite close to my sentiment, I think. There we go. Get rid of that, and then the side. And the more often you do this, the better you get at it. So it really is a case of practice helps. Okay, that will do nicely. Well, actually saying that, I want to take a tiny bit off there. Yeah, that will be fine. And now I'm just going to back this time on some Pool Party cardstock, which is here. So a little bit of Tombow. And then just going to just cut round it using my scissors. There we go. And then I'm going to stick this on the front using a couple of dimensionals. Use up that edge. Okay. Get rid of the backings. Wanting to stick to me as always. And then put this on the front. Try and get it straight, it's always good. Isn't it cute? And then finishing touches, we're going to try and tie a bow using this ribbon. And this is another freebie from Celebration. This is the Pool Party crinkled ribbon. And we're going to see if we can tie a bow. I don't want the bow to be massive if at all possible. That'll have to do for now. Have to do. Okay, and shouldn't have put the glue dots away. Sometimes I'm just too eager to tidy up. Okay. Find where they are. I can't see them with all these lights on. Very well. And I'm just going to stick this up at the top there. Okay, and there are our 2 bags. So I hope you like them. If you do, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want any more information about the project, the supply list, the measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.